Marcus Wayne Smith II. I am the director for Imperial Legacy Clothing.
Faith Banks, Imperial Legacy Clothing, and I'm the co-CEO and the DOO, which is the Director of Operations.
It came from the word Imperial and the word Legacy. Imperial, referring to kings, that all people in their own right are kings and queens. The legacy part comes from, it's basically focuses on family. So two of them come together, meaning basically like Imperial family. I decided that when I did a clothing company, I wanted something that wasn't just a bunch of clothes put out there. I wanted each piece to have like a meaning behind it. Everything put on it to have like more in-depth, make you think and stuff like that. So that's kind of how everything came together to become what Imperial Legacy is now.
Well, this has always been like his dream. Like he has associates in art, so he always knew that he was gonna head this way. So when he decided to actually create it, he just told me I was gonna be a part of it and I didn't really have a choice.
That flight that's 270 for you is 315. I told you, it's bullshit.
So my sister is a little bit more grounded than I am. I'm more of a creative, so I just I do what I want to do. So she'll come in and try to like make things to like, I guess, slow the chaos of things down, because I'm more of a person that strives in chaos, so I like to do things last minute. I do a lot of things. I do way more than I'm supposed to do and stuff like that. So she'll come in and be like, okay, do it like this, stream it down, do this, don't focus more on that. Put this to the side for now, let's do this instead. So she kind of brings the peace to all the mess and noise and stuff. 159.
One way.
Jeez. Basically, since we live together, it allows us to always be working. So we don't really have a lot of downtime.
We'll see how much it is on Delta specifically though. Because sometimes
the challenges are that we're still brother and sister and we're still 8 years apart and we still argue, like siblings argue, but because we're business partners, we can see the bigger picture, which allows us to, no matter what we're arguing about, to put it to the side to get what we need to get done.
That's what it is.
I'm signed into your account, but I'm still getting the same prices.
How you sign an account and I get the same price I have?
I don't know. I don't know if maybe it's because I'm kind of firm.
We're like yin and yang. We, as much as we fight and as much as I want to like choke him out, I couldn't imagine him not being around. Like we do everything together and I look at him as an inspiration. I look at all the things that he's been through, all the things that he's come through, the kind of father he is, kind of person he is, kind of man he is. And I just look at him like I want to be that kind of person. He inspires me.
Everything I do, it's not just me, it's about my whole family. Because I feel like it's important, especially for like fathers, single fathers, to kind of like do more.
What?
It's subtraction, where's your work?
What do you mean where's my work?
Oh, okay.
I have to show my work?
Yeah, you gotta show your work. You using calculator?
Huh?
Are you using calculator?
No.
Sure. People always count out fathers for, I guess, like having a true meaning in kids' lives. So for me, I feel like I guess like I gotta do the most, and like show my sons that I can create, make, and do whatever I choose to do, as long as I focus and put positive energy behind it. Our very first fashion show, which is about, I want to say about 8 years ago, she was there for that one. She passed away, I want to say maybe 6 months after. I mean, my mom was a very positive person. A lot of influence. She wasn't big on fashion. Like she dressed, I would say basic. My aunt was the one more into like the colors and things like that. But they both had their own styles.
Our aunt was basically like our second mom. Like she was always around, and my mom just kind of taught me to never give up.
Both of them were passed away, my mother and my aunt, heart attacks, out of the blue. But my father's still here, and like I said, he is probably my greatest supporter is what I would say.
Well, our dad's very supportive. He actually got to go to his first fashion show for us when we were in San Antonio last week, so that was nice. He was super excited. Anytime he can show up, and he'll fly down or drive down to watch my brother's kids while we're traveling and stuff. He's always asking questions and checking for stuff, trying to take posters and stuff from the house.
I know I'm gonna have to move. There's things I need to accomplish that I don't feel is easy in El Paso, but I mean, I'll always have some kind of presence in El Paso. My kids are here, so I can't ever just be like, oh, I'm gonna leave up. It won't ever be like that.
We're a team. So my dad has asked us about going to Dallas and stuff like that. I feel like we'll always end up coming back here. So no matter where we move to, I know we'll always, like we've talked about moving to Georgia, but we'd have a house here, so we'd always come back. I feel like the people make the city. I think that's what makes El Paso special, and that's what, like whenever I've thought about leaving, that's what always makes it hard. Like all the friends and the connections and the bonds that I've made out here. Like we did in New York, and then we're not gonna need this one anymore.
No, I saw someone do it.
Well, as far as Imperial Legacy goes, I mean, we're moving along like we need to be, but I definitely want to do, next year especially, I would like to go ahead and start breaking into the international market. Those networks are, I always felt, when it comes to America and overseas, if they love you forever. And America's fickle. One day you could be the next big thing, and the next day you're not. So I always felt like breaking in over there would be more of a facilitation to keep us lasting longer. That way, Imperial Legacy will always be something that goes on forever and ever and ever.